Oh, there we go. It wasn't starting. It was a scam, but we've unscammed it. It was a skill issue, exactly. So, like all good skill issues, I've blamed my teammates, which happens to be you guys. Well done. Fuck's sake, guys. Come on. Can't believe you'd screw me like that. You guys alright? How goes? How goes? Can't believe you've done this. Oh, fuck. How's the arm? Sore, but alright. It's starting to get pretty funky looking underneath the sarin wrap, so probably after a shower or so tomorrow I'll take it off, clean it up. I think it's had its good sort of healing. It's had 2 days, almost, well, not 2 days, but I guess technically a day and a half at the moment. This is day 2, isn't it? Yeah, so can we poke it? It does feel hot to the touch, interestingly. If I sort of hold on it. Yeah, very sure it. The best thing is how some of the ink is leaking out the end. Dirty. Squelchy, squelchy. Yeah, it's going alright, thank you, Everest. Yeah, it's just it's healing. It's still in the fresh open wound sort of stage. It's starting to sort itself out a bit now. It's had a basically. I had it done at what 9 o'clock. Well, technically, 9:30ish yesterday. So it's had a good day and 3/4 or so to heal a bit, which is nice. Consume ink. Good, but pop. Do we early folks? What do you reckon? Do we go back to Alan? Alan. A bit of infection? No, no. They're always quite hot to the touch. Tattoos. For the first couple of days. While it's healing, they're just generally quite warm. At least mine are anyway. Just a hot stud, exactly. I'm pretty sure you made the first playthrough game I watched on YouTube. It was called Cthulhu. Just fun to see you live finally. Vox, thank you. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I assume you did since you're here and not, like, throwing tomatoes at me from the stands. Welcome in. Call of Cthulhu was great. We streamed it not that long ago, didn't we, as well? Funnily enough. I think it holds up pretty well, actually. I think, didn't we have to, like, not have the end because it, we couldn't do the end, right? Because it ran too fast. Like, we were unable to complete it or something. It was something weird like that, wasn't it?
Lewd.
I'm pretty sure. Cry of Fear? Horrible. There's no such game as Cry of Fear. Came on the command and said Ween thoroughly recommends Helix. I've been thinking as a joke to actually, like, buy Helix Season 2 and post it to Rufus. Like, but not tell him and just do it. Just for the sheer lols.
Lewd.
Does it actually have a physical release? I bet it does. Let me get it Amazon. Let me get it Amazon. I bet it does. Hold on. My Amazon's normally just full of, like, garbage. Like, oh, there's a new body pillow, actually. That's not garbage. That's a Daya one as well, goodness. The problem with those body pillows, they've just stolen someone's art. They've just flat out stolen someone's art, though. Like, alright, where was I going? Nasty Kindle. Where's the Amazon app? This is very important. Amazon. Helix. Season 2. Oh, I mean, I don't think it had a UK release. What a terrible box art. Well, let's have a look on DVD. For some reason it's in US dollars. But you can get it. Die complete Zvite season. It's probably Bulgarian for garbage TV show. 8 hours and 34 minutes. Oh god, imagine watching 8 more hours of Helix. Oh, fuck. Gonna get seized at customs for like an offensive weapon, probably. Not Guan Yu. No, not the guy with the spear. No, Gan Yu, the Coca goat. Never got through my Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, never. I mean, there's no need to go through them all. Like, whatever you fancy at the time, isn't it? I think my first brush with the Winter was the original American Muse Alice run and your glorious enmity of the Mock Turtle. Yeah, fuck that guy, though. Yeah. No, Mock Turtle's a prick, though. The only correct thing to do for Mock Turtle is to stab him and cook him, and then play the Tonight I Dine on Turtle Soup clip. Thank you, Nodden. Obscene material, what, Helix? Or the Ganyu body pillow? There is a Shenhe body pillow. Some very fine ones. Alright, do we play as Alan? Alan! Or do we swap over to... Or do we stay as Saga? What do you reckon, Pips? Helix, haha, yes. We go for Alan? We go for Alan? Alright. I think I can swap to Alan in the basement. Horrible. Are you at the point where you have to play as Alan? I don't think so. Well, they haven't said as much yet. I have to tell people the plan. I mean, this very well could be the point where you have to swap it over. Oh, there's no janitor bucket here. Then I might not be able to right now. Perhaps I actually have to, might have to continue a little bit. Fuck's sake is what he basically said. Ah, that makes sense. I might, to be fair, it won't be long before we'll get to a janitor bucket then, I imagine. But there's a game on Steam called Flip Witch Forbidden Sex Hex. It's a Metroidvania. It's quite good. Does not have a safe for work mode. Oh, that's a bit sad. Sounds pretty alright. I've got a plan.
So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place.
Oh, mocktails are fairly well stew in Denmark.
I think we can
Really?
use the clicker to get him out.
Is it tasty?
But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him
Thank
here.
you, Don.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to coordinate, you need to save your game first. Continuing traveling to the other areas will be limited. Not yet.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, so... Right, so at this point I probably should go to Alan then.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
Alright, so I guess we go to the... Alright. Well, you just... Is it raining, or is it just... Yeah, it's raining, yeah. Guess we go to the diner and do... There should be one in there. Here's a picture of it, let's have a look. Looks alright, honestly. Oh, those eggs look really well done, don't they? Oh, those look nice. Damn. I know the meat's probably the main thing. You know, fuck more turtle, etc, etc. I picked up a game called Astral Ascent, I think it was earlier. Which is another Hades style, but this is like a 2D roguelite. More like Skull, if you ever play Skull. With a little skull boy. That's pretty decent. Here we go. We shall swatch reality. Yeah, Fiki was a lot more thorough than I am. I think I'm like that with all these games, though. I'm not quite as thorough if I'm streaming it than I would necessarily be if I was playing it myself, perhaps. Alright. What were we doing last time we played as Jared Leto, anyway? Can't remember. Talk to Mr. Door. La Mulana is really tough. It's so hard. No ass unprobed, exactly. That's how being thorough. Fiki, I'm trying to get Ollie through Warframe at the moment. He's constantly getting hey kiddoed on the ship, which is quite funny. I think he's almost ready for the new war, actually.
I don't have time.
Should
for
be quite
this,
good.
So let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Oh no, Mr. Door's really sinister.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't.
No,
go
mask
that
stay on.
far.
There's a pandemic. Please.
I don't even think you know who's under your mask. But you know.
But
how
I
to
spat in
make
his
things
drink earlier, so
difficult
it's
for
fine.
yourself.
Hey, Pumpkin.
All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going
Loops.
through. You are so lucky. You know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself.
Armies of people.
You're
I mean, I
right.
don't think it sold that well, did it?
Alice,
Hello, brother.
I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
It would be quite nice, actually. A straight answer would be good. You gonna indulge us, Mr. Dawes?
Next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
I mean, at least he's quite polite about it. It's Mr. Wake. It's not like, you know, Alan, you piece of shit.
Lewd.
Which is what I would have gone with. The circumstances will be very different. Upsetting.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no
Oh.
time to waste.
Double-barreled snot gun. I should probably move the snot gun up here for no particular reason other than it looks nicer. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot half of these guys are not real gribblers, are they? In Alan. Alan! Okay, we can't
The
go that
door
way.
was locked.
Lewd.
The door was lewd. Oh, I need to put my lantern. Nice. Rick. No, I mean the guy playing as Mr. Door is fantastic. I think. Like I really enjoy what he's sort of done with the role. Is there any goodies to be had here? Do you think? Or we should just bring it for Alan, Dr. Farragut. We don't bring up the Helix word in here. Let's go see Artie.
Here is the light at the end of the...
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta onward, sent the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What do you mean?
What films?
Hey, Noble.
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the poet, my favorite, and Öden Ö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? That it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom
Elder
to
levels
this
speaking so
rumor?
cryptic for no reason. What, you mean with these guys? Yeah, they can be a little bit like that, can't they? I assume it's supposed to be Twin Peaky, is my suspicion.
I need to get back to my apartment.
Like,
Can
very
you help me?
dreamlike.
Well, plan is half done.
Oh, there, Billy.
You asked me
It is,
to
yeah,
make sure you won't forget the mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Man, why is Artie? Artie's always such a bro, dude. No, we're not Scratch. We're Alan. Alan. Basement shortcut. Oh, nice. How many snot gun shots have I got? Decent amount. All right. We're gonna blammer fry people with this. I guess we're just working our way backwards. Do we need to use the cucker again? Well, it's not the cucker. This one is. It's a different one. Pop. It's the light stealer. There we go. Oh, it's the clitter this time, isn't it? Sorry. The cucker was the first one.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Yeah, I know, mate. Looking for the shoebox, isn't it? Honestly, not on standard Finn behavior. Playing Warframe with Fiki, he speaks in proverbs and like mysteries all the time, and like 90% of it's in Finnish. It's really, it was really confusing. I was like, "What do we do, Fiki?" And he's like, "Perkele." Oh no, what's going on? What do I do? Gaslight. Would I lie to you? We found the clitter.
A bullet of light to push the darkness away.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light.
Only
in
the
shape
cucker,
of a
not the
bullet.
clitter, exactly, Billy.
They were important.
Many
even if I
wise in the
didn't
ways
know
of
what to
wizardry.
do with them yet.
Find the shoebox, I've done it. Can we now build something with that, maybe? On the plot board? No, guess not. I guess we go back to the way we came? I think these are regular bads. Regular bad? Regular bad. I guess we should continue this way. I think it makes the most sense, right? Oh, maybe we can't. Basement storage. This just leads us exactly where we were anyway, right? Locked door, janitor's room, lobby. Maybe go to the lobby? Oh, that's the exit to the basement we came in, right? No? Yes? Maybe? No, that's the way we came in. Can we go that way? It says exit, so I assume so. He was a real baddie. Whoop. See, Kinga is well educated in the land of what's real and what's not. True facts. So, if we look at the old Mapparuni, we go this way. Yeah, sorted. Hey, Matto, you alright? Oh. Alright. I forget, these don't change to the music on this one, do they? That was a pretty good cut, actually. This takes place in Bright Falls. Are there any familiar areas from the first game in this? Oh, yeah, it's literally this, like, the main part of Saga stuff is the first game, more or less. Like, it's the main Bright Falls area. We haven't really done anything around the sort of mountainous area or the log cabin. So we haven't gone to, like, the areas where Alan was shooting the shadows, particularly, but the actual town itself is where we're at. Guys, I'm going to skip this. I think this is the one we've heard every time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's true. Oh, can someone remind me to put the, like, do the heating or something in, like, half an hour? Oh, this is new. Fuck. Sorry. Sorry, I'm useless. Literally at the last second, I was like, I think this is the same one, and just spacebarred it like a fucking doofus. Wait, what's the command for Shift and F3? Thank you. Dun, dun. I'm glad you remember what the button is. Listen to the shoebox. Flashbacks. Can we just leave? Can we now leave? Quick, we need the leave thing. Leave.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Look for Zane at the hotel.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into
Excellent.
the
Thank you, everyone.
filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an
Now,
esoteric
leave.
bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control
Lewd.
every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader
Thank you,
any
Noble.
different?
Thank you very much for the
Zane
resub.
just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
Casey's gonna go beat up Zane. I guess we go back to the hotel. Yeah. It's kind of interesting having both characters. It's kind of interesting having both characters like, sorry, word. For your company. Which one? That one. Yeah. Oh my god, he's using nothing personnel powers. Oh god, I hate the exploding things. Shit, which one is it? One thing I am definitely 100% sure of is that I despise the combat system in this game almost as much as the first game. The only thing is there's less shit combat in this one because there's just less combat in general. I really don't like it though. Like, I like the atmosphere in this one compared to the first one. I like the sort of story stuff that's going on. But the combat is just... I just find it piss poor. Like, I find it really bad. To the point where, like, I think it generally sort of kind of stuffs up the experience quite badly.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder
Oh,
site.
no, we have to listen to this
Zane
nonsense
would know
again.
where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas.
Like, Sagas
Zane,
isn't quite as bad because you can see what's coming for you. In this, because the big problem with Wake's sections, I find, is that everything's blurry, and I find it quite difficult to work out what is supposed to be coming at me and what isn't. And I know that's the point, but I don't think that makes for a particularly fun combat encounter. Then you got the those homing shadow balls are just terrible.
For Scratch. There was a
I kind of
rumor
think everything to do
Wake
with the
and
light
Zane
in this
had
is
been
bad.
working
Like
on
when you have to
something
like use the
together.
middle mouse click to get the
I
light on
was
the
gonna get
baddies
the
and like do it
truth
that way.
out of Zane
Lewd.
with whatever means necessary.
Yeah, go for Figgy. Alright, I think we can move forward. Yeah, they have weapons. I know, yeah, they have like stuff, but it's still kind of hard to see where the weapons are on these guys. Because everything's so wibbly. No, I kind of know what you mean, Nolan. Like, it's, they're not quite as wibbly as the ones from Control, but...
The story is a must.
The worst thing is if I die, I have to listen to that cutscene again and again, which is just incredibly aggravating. Alright. I think Control had a decent-ish combat system.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult?
I think
or
the thing
had
is that
they
Control
chosen me?
masked it because it was quite fun flying around as Jesse and like throwing boxes.
To sort the clues based on my interpretation. To change that
Oh
which
my
I
god, there's
observed.
loads of them.
It was all a play.
Oh fuck, I'm going inside.
Wall of the cave. An echo of the true events that happened.
Yeah, knock yourself out, Casey.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
Right, I need to heal before we do anything else, I think. Game's clunky and slow and everyone says it's intended to be. I feel like with Resi 4 Classic is that Leon's got so many combat options. While it is clunky, it's not a huge problem. Leon's quite agile. Both Alan and Saga aren't particularly agile, and the dodges are kind of meh. But yeah, maybe it's kind of down to what you're used to, perhaps. Right, where are we going? Room 665, which is we're not on the map at the moment. I'll run the sky bridge, I guess. Oh, we've exited. Shit. Yeah, we've gone. We need to get back into the ocean view hotel. Like, I think the game overall is fun, but it's also one of those games I actually legitimately feel it would be more fun if there wasn't any combat in it. Like, if you stripped all of the combat for it, I think I'd enjoy it more.
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write.
This is Alan Wake and Alan
Get
asleep.
the hell out of here. He was
Alan asleep needs a shave.
a visionary. I mean, it was art.
Hide and dodge enemies. Maybe like the darkness enemies are coming for you. Yeah, like, or maybe like just like Haunting Ground where it's really limited.
Finished.
I still think Haunting Ground all these years later holds its tension
return
pretty
and
well
left
because
me
you can't
behind.
massively fight back.
It's still here. And
You're quite
so is
vulnerable.
he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out. Before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
Nightless Nights. Nice. He was trying to take control. Good work, Alan. You burned him. Now teach him.
I told you not to try anything!
Yeah, fuck him. Alan, I think you shot him in the head, dude. Rip. Now he's Alan dead. Rest in pepperoni. Go to the cinema? We haven't been to cinema for ages. Zane's film. Nice.
I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
This might be your favorite chapter. Oh, nice. I don't mind the fact there's guns and stuff. It's just the way... It's just kind of awkward. Like, it's not agile enough to have, like, magic missiles flying at you and stuff, is what I feel. But, again, I may be in the minority for this. I'll talk about my whole thoughts about the game when we're done. Like, I certainly think this is an improvement on Alan Wake 1. You know.
I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some
That's the movie theater over
unknowable
there, I guess.
purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
You feel they've made the game how they intended the first time. Maybe it was supposed to be open world, almost like Deadly Premonition in a way, the first one. Like, you'd be driving around, going to places, and, like, parking up and investigating, which is kind of, sort of what they're doing with this, but not quite. They've given it a good old stab. Again, some of it makes me wonder what's intentional and what isn't, right, in a way. Like, we're being chased by a baddie. Like, if we're talking about survival horror, then should we be engaging with every bad guy? Right? Should we not, in fact, be trying to run? No, we got one following us. Like, is this perhaps the real answer is you should be just leaving? Now, leave. I guess we're going this way. Pardon me. Is this where you get soft locked? You didn't have a battery. I guess it's actually where it would give you one. So I guess we have to kill this fucker. Okay, around this side. We go. That didn't work? For fuck's sake. I really thought the flashbang would have counted for, like, the shadow wall, but it didn't, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, Deadly Premonition 2 stopped detecting my controller. Deadly Premonition 2 is a disgusting port. Like, I like Sweary's games. I like York and Zack. I do not like the way that Deadly Premonition 2 came out. The fact that it is such a shoddy, fucking dire game on Switch, and it is such a piss-awful nightmare port on PC is just inexcusable, and Sweary should be ashamed. Honestly, he should absolutely be ashamed. Like, the fact that Sweary took people's money for that is depressing. And it makes me lose a lot of respect for him. It's really, really upsetting. Like, there's absolutely no reason that should have happened, and, like, he should feel ashamed. He really should. Sweary's the guy who made Deadly Premonition. Like, it's his baby, really. Ouch. Climb on the back of it. I'm going to try and take the shadows around the back here again, and then try and throw the flashback if we can.
My eyes couldn't follow it.
What's the point of the flashbang if it doesn't work on all the enemies? Like, the combat in this game is just so bad. Like, it just boggles the mind that it just doesn't work, like, as it should. Some of the shitness in Deadly Premonition 2 feels intentional, like the shitty side missions. Like, Deadly Premonition 2 has some of the worst side quests in it. Like, I did quite a few on the Switch version. And the rewards are terrible. Like, all the rewards for the side content in the Switch, in, like, the game is terrible, right? Like, without fail. You get, like, a bead to upgrade your gun, which is completely pointless because there's no need to do so, because your gun, for that entire game, 3 shots enemies anyway. You might get the ability to, like, be slightly faster tricks on a skateboard, of which you can't do really at will. You have to find a ramp or something. You know, like, there's lots of really, like, just bad decisions throughout the entire thing, and I don't think they're intentional. And the beauty of Deadly Premonition 1 side quest is that you found out more interesting things about the townsfolk, right? Like, as a whole. Like, how... It just doesn't affect them after, like, a certain radius. It's really poor.
Can't take the words. This time, if you're alive,
I like the main quest in Deadly Premonition 1. Deadly Premonition 2, sorry. Rogue. Like, I like the main quest. But there's so many things around it I don't like that I find it quite upsetting that it came out in that such a shit state. Oh my god. I hate how the flashbangs in this should only affect one of the Taken at once. Like, it should give you like an AoE stun, but it just doesn't seem to. I don't quite know why. They're just kind of like almost not fit for purpose. At that point, I might as well just use my flashlight. Because getting the flashbang out means it takes me longer to swap to my gun, which means it takes longer than Alan to like raise his gun. Okay. Yeah, I think the combat in this is equally as shitty as the first game, but just in a very different way. I love Alan's sections story-wise. Like, the idea of like building a scene and like exploring around is really cool. I think Alan has by far the worst combat stuff. Because it's just much harder to see what's going on because it's so dingy. Right, which one? Are you the bad? Try and kill them before they all gather up, I guess. He's a writer, not a cop. I don't think that's got anything to do with the fact the combat's bad, though. Like, it's not the fact that Saga's a cop that makes her combat better. It's the fact that it's a bit easier to see. Okay. There we go. Right. I got some painkillers on me, let's take some of those. There we go, right. Oh, there's 3 things.
This is the moment to destroy it.
Is that my controller vibrating? I think it is. Let me tip my controller up. Okay. I could hear this weird noise by my foot, and I was wondering what the hell it was. It's my controller. Would Silent Hill 1 work? I mean, Silent Hill 1's also got dog shit combat. Like, I don't think it's necessarily that. It just needs a sort of fundamental, like, relook at. Can we go from there? Something on the other side there. Well, the darkness is keeping it closed, I suppose. Okay, we made it to the cinema. Need to take another painkiller. Actually, I've got a. I also the UI is designed for a controller, obviously, but like what I don't like, right? Look at this, yeah. I promise, this is not me nitpicking. I've got a pointer. Like, what's the icon tell you? If I hover over that, what's the icon tell you I can do? Right this second. Like, if you were to look at that, what do you think I can do with one of the things I've got available to me? Left click to use. Right. No, you can't do that. Even though you control the menu with WASD, because you can't move Alan when you've done that. What you have to do is push control, move to the item you want, or just move the mouse over there, click on it, left click on it again twice. It's a fundamental UI fail. Like, that just needs re-going over. Not unfixable by any stretch of the imaginations. Like, that's not an unfixable problem in the slightest, but it's just something that he's looking at, really. What it is, that's a controller problem. That's a controller problem. They tested this game presumably with a controller over a mouse and keyboard and weren't considering how that would play out.
Realities on the silver screen. I could set a scene here.
Anyway, we get the cool bits now, so we actually get the fun bit of the game. Where's that exactly? Do we need to look above? Do you reckon that's from above? Like up there, looking down maybe? I think that might be actually. Let's go have a look. The longer I play a game, the more I hate it. No, not necessarily, but it's easier to pick out problems on a product the more you look at it, right? I mean, that goes without saying, yeah? You can play something for an hour and not notice a problem, but you can play it for 6 and you can.
The word for a lifetime or more.
Like, I don't think that's a massive, like, shock to anyone.
Case I'd ever been on. They would surface from the dark with their depraved acts of violence and fade back into the night, leaving behind bloody crime scenes and clues heavy with obscure meanings that led nowhere. Arriving at the cinema, I felt a monumental, terrifying revelation trembling before me, ready to open its jaws.
So I don't want to talk over Casey particularly. There we go.
This place had significance to the cult. There was something to use there.
So case in point is games that design their UI like Destiny. You know the one, right? Obviously you can't really do it in here, but it's a similar idea to this, where instead of a mouse you have like this horrible little circle, and you drag it over stuff slowly as it goes through the menus. You're sort of slowly going over things. Destiny uses it, and a few other games of that ilk sort of have that same sort of style. That's another case of designing for consoles and not for PC, and not considering. A mouse is a much more precise precision tool, isn't it? Obviously, it's got a pointer to it, and you can very easily move it around. That's why it's easier, generally speaking, to shoot in a first-person game with no aim assist. This is using a mouse than it is a controller. Again, generally, like it's not everyone's gonna have the same experience, but generally speaking. So when you design a menu like that for a console, and then import that to a PC, you probably find it's a little bit strange. Like, again, this is an example, yeah? Like, the fact that the menu is delayed makes it feel awkward to use. It's just not a very good, like, UI system. It doesn't look very nice. The fact that you can control it with WASD, and feel like I should be able to left-click to activate the thing I want, but you can't. You actually have to have the mouse over the top as well, therefore having, like, a double input. It's a bit strange. It's like you're not quite sure if it's one or the other in a way. It's the way that works. It was just a bit odd. Again, it's not like a huge problem, I don't think. I think that's actually really... Like, I think that's like a very easy thing to fix. It's just that UI design often gets left till last or not considered as much, and it's actually a surprisingly important thing. And it's not just for video games, it's for like any sort of product you use on a screen most of the time, if you like. Like, imagine if you were trying to use an ATM that had a keypad on the bottom with an enter button, but the enter button didn't work because you had to actually push the enter button on the screen instead. You'd be a little bit confused. You'd put your pin in, click enter, but that doesn't actually give you the enter. You have to then push the touchpad, which doesn't make any sense. You just like, well, that's not naturally how I'd want to use that. I would continue to use the same input. If I was using the keyboard, I would like to use the keyboard, or use the keyboard and mouse, because that's where my hands are naturally. Like, if I'm doing this quickly, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just quickly do that. Quickly get the gun. And you could go, but Ween, you do have actual options here. Which, again, is a very, this is a very consolified setup as well, like the way this works, right? This looks suspiciously like what you'd have on a D-pad, I would imagine. Looking at that. I might be wrong. Maybe it's not the D-pad option, but it looks to me like that's what you'd have on a D-pad for a controller, for example. And you don't necessarily need that on a PC. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do I get to number 4? I hit 4 twice. Whereas I have actual 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I have a lot more keys for that. So why are we limiting it to 4? Because almost certainly the idea behind it was to use a D-pad which has, what, 4 inputs, right? You feel like this game is just part of annoyance because you no longer ignore it, like ignoring the foaming part. Not in a way, yes, there is a load of problems with the game, but it's not to the detriment of the experience completely, right? Like Alan Wake 1, I thought is an irredeemable mess. And I think it's completely shit. No, Fig, I don't think I am, actually. No, not in this case. I don't think it's looking for flaws. Like, I don't think a fundamental UI problem is looking for a flaw as such, right? And the key to this is, and I'm not saying you're doing it, but the key to this is not to take what I say as a personal attack on the game, or on you if you enjoy the game. This is me being quite serious, and I'm not joking around at this point. I'm not making light of it. I'm not making a like more of a gag here. What I'm saying is this feels like a fundamental like squiff with the way it's designed slightly. This is unrelated to the combat as well. Like, my problems with the combat are not related to the UI, but it's just an interesting point I bring up because it's a strange one to fall flat on. Like, again, you actually look at the button prompt here. You would expect the left click would do something, but it doesn't. It's just it's a mistake, or it's been left in, or something's not quite right. Because the game expects you to have the mouse there, not using WASD. No, the key is don't feel like I'm trying to pick the game apart in this particular instance, because I would like to clarify, I'm enjoying this game. If I thought this was bad, my patience for bad games recently has been pretty much 0. Like, I liked Lords of the Fallen, probably in a weird way more than this, but I stopped playing that because it annoyed me. This doesn't really annoy me in the same way, but it still has these interesting flaws, and it wouldn't be fair for those who are curious what the game is like if I didn't mention it, I feel. I'm not a reviewer, but at the same time I have spent 15, 16 hours with the game, and I think it behooves me to actually mention it. It would be strange, I think, if I didn't mention some of the things that I thought were a problem. I mean, case in point, I was mentioning, Deadly Premonition earlier as well. Like, Deadly Premonition is a series I really enjoy, but the second game is a fucking state.
I was missing something.
And that's a real problem. Yeah, Fallout 4 is another example. Fallout 4, I think personally, to get Fallout 4 working to an acceptable state, requires about 10 gigs worth of mods, which is extremely irritating. Starfield is another one that needs desperate amount of fixing as well. What we got there? A word of fix. Maximum health, safe haven. I think we'll get more maximum health. I like the idea of bigger health pools. And of course, ultimately, what a lot of points swing back to is that what I enjoy in a video game, some people might not. Things I enjoy and things I feel are good, you might feel are bad, and vice versa. And that's That's what makes this kind of thing interesting, I find. But right, let's move this first aid kit in here because I am actually taking a bit more damage in this section than I would be. Let's get that there. How many slots have we got now? We've got a few. Is there anything I don't need on me? Let's go with these painkillers. They're not doing me any good. I'll have the full heals here, and I'll have one of these. And that'll be plenty.
Did I stop writing?
Right, let me just do a quick minute. I mean, let's see. I've got 16 hours 37 in this. I wouldn't have had 16 hours 37 in this if I didn't enjoy it.
There's too much
to a certain extent. Like, I just wouldn't. I simply do not have the patience at the moment. I don't know what it is recently. My patience for games has pretty much just hit like absolute zero. Just absolute
Was
zero.
the murder. I had to find my way to it.
I'm getting old. Could be. Yeah, could be.
The first step
I
toward
feel like
the
my time's more
riverside.
valuable to something
I was
I'm not
making
enjoying anymore.
progress.
I think it's more that as well. Like, I work like most days, right? Sometimes I'm even doing some bits on the weekend, like for my job. I work a lot, and it's a lot of hours I put into work, and I come home and I want to do the things I'm enjoying. I actually want to enjoy it, and I think if anything, if I get to the point now, if something slightly irritates me, I'm just like, nah, I'm done. Self-respect, yeah, it could be. Zane's surprise, $15. I'm not sure I want that. Looks a bit dodgy. So what's changed in here? This blood trail, I guess. Okay.
Someone had barricaded themselves in the room.
Okay, so how do we get into the room then? Do we need to find another word or another thing that we can use to get into the room, perhaps? Like, this bit of Alan's stuff is fantastic, by the way. Like, the changing things around which changes the scene is brilliant. Really, really, really good. Thoroughly impressed.
Lewd.
There's a lot to be impressed about with this game, actually. Hey, Dusty. Maybe because you're just absorbed enough game construction at this point, you recognise things you won't like faster, and thus not. Yeah, perhaps. I think doing this in a semi-professional sense, professional in the sense that I don't do this for a living, do I? You know, I don't do this for a living, but it would be a lie to say that I do not make money doing this because you guys are extremely generous, right? That would just be an outright fib. I absolutely do make money doing this, so you could call it semi-professional in a weird way if you like. And playing so many games as often as I do, as frequently as I do, I probably do pick up perhaps on tropes more than your average normie. Perhaps who only plays games like, you know, casually. I think that's also very feasible. So how do we get in there? I wonder if there's something up there we can muck around with. Let me go back to my box a minute. Put this, I've got some stuff here. So we don't need that. Flare gun ammo. Oh, that doesn't hurt having some flare gun ammo runs. No, I don't need the flares. Don't need flares. I got extra flashbangs, so it should be fine. No, you don't need to throw money at me. That was not a money point. That was not me fishing for money. You don't need to do that. As grateful as I am, you absolutely don't need to do that. Just sit down and have a good old chill. Right, there's nothing up here I can do. Oh, there is a staff-only section. Can I get in here now that I've fucked around with the lobby? No. Okay. I cannot. Is Cryofear free? No, it's not actually. No, it's really expensive. It's also really hard to install. There's like 16 different mods you have to do. You have to like... you have to reformat your PC before you even install it. It's really awkward. I wouldn't recommend it. So how do we get in there? Can I change it back and then go in there, then change it back again, maybe? No, I can't.
Lewd.
So what am I missing? So how do I get in here at this point? Oh, I can? Okay, how do I... Ah, I can change it back, can I? Oh, thank you. So that undoes it, and that should let me get in the room. Aha!
The scene here had changed.
Right. Thank you, Figgy. Then I change it back in here. Oh, there's a map. I can change it. Whoops. Change it back there. Nope. 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 Loud lewd. Oh, which one of you dinguses did that? Honestly. I have to get my beating stick out. Then you have to go farther. Let me have a look a minute. Oh my god, where did this come from? You're a fucking sicko. You're extremely generous, but you're a sicko. For the rest of the time, I'm gonna call him Master Chef now, in respect of your honor. I'm gonna name him the chef forever. Maybe we should call him Noble the Chef. You are very, very generous, but you're an absolute sicko. Yes. Thank you very, very much. No, do you know what I'm gonna do? When we play Halo 3, I mentioned to Noble that I want to play Halo 3 on stream with him, like we did with Halo 2. I think we can have up to 2 other people, so anyone else is welcome to join as well, by the way. But I'm gonna intentionally call everything like awkward names now. Oh, maybe I should call the chef David Cage. That would probably be one. He can be Master Cage. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I changed my mind. Fuck. Jokes aside, Noble,
Lewd.
honestly, dude, that was extremely generous of you. Are you sure? That wasn't, I promise, that wasn't me fishing for money. I promise. I don't want you... Please don't feel like you need to be obliged to do so. Thank you very, very much. You're very kind. What the fuck, guys? It's you two, innit? Oh, honestly, thank you. You're both sickos, actually. Both of you. No, it isn't. Catch you later, Vox. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a good time. It is you. I can cheat and I can see it. It's you as well. I'm fucking onto you. Thank you as well, by the way. Thank you very, very much. I promise I'm not sounding ungrateful, but you're both sickos.
It would do you a lot of good.
Thank you very, very much, both of you.
It was an initiation ceremony.
I will scream daddy in your
So
honor.
we made our new members believe. 2 of New York's finest. They had performed endless favors to earn their place among us. We had something special waiting for them. And something very special for you, Alex Casey.
Sus.
Who's your leader?
Daddy?
Alan Wake? Scratch? Zane? Give me a name!
You will meet him soon enough.
There was no end to the corruption.
Jack, we need to crowdfund your
So I'd use
your
it.
dinner. What are you having? Or crowd brainstorm your dinner. What's the right word? So we've got a new word. We can go back and change the lobby in. So I change this one back, don't I, to the regular one. Always curry. Marmite. Eat nothing but Marmite, just an entire pot of it. Noble and Kane, you're both sickos, honestly. I'll message you both after the stream anyway, but thank you. Seriously, thank you ever so much. You eat Marmite, excellent. Straight out of it. Eat Marmite with some surströmming. So what's changed here then? This is all brightened up. Oh, we can go back here now. Sam League does a really good, like, I've got mild indigestion and I might poo myself kind of face, I think. That's the, do you reckon I can get through this social gathering without shitting my pants? Maybe? It's against US to encourage someone self-harm on Twitch. It's not self-harm if you like both of those things. And Lutefisk, we like Lutefisk. The theatre hall. Look at the crazy detail on this. You can literally smell this room. It smells like popcorn and used condoms. Lutefisk. Have you never been to a grotty local cinema? That's what they always smell like. This place is well taken care of as a Philly theatre. I keep hearing people talking about Philadelphia as a bit gribbly. Is it a bit gribbly? What if there's a thingy in here? Ah! Must be the wrong angle.
The urban legends circling Thomas Zane were a bottomless rabbit hole.
The cinema stank, exactly.
I've done some digging. To film freaks, he was a mythic auteur in the art house cinema. A rising star coming to America from Finland. But he only
What kind of nasty theatres do you go to? When I grew up, the local theatre had a prostitute knocking shop literally next door. I was queuing up to see like The Little Mermaid and The Jungle Book with my nan, and people were going there, going in to see the fucking prostitutes next door. It was really awkward.
Lost film and early work made in Finland. Nightless.
The police were there like half the time.
Rumored to have mystic properties. Some claimed it was a snuff film. That the ritual murder in the film was an actual murder. There were no known surviving copies.
Yeah, the guys were queued up as customers, yeah. I wasn't. I was like 5. Gonna go to see the fucking Jungle Book. I don't think my nan was going either. I mean, she might. Who knows? Maybe my nan was into, like, you know, carpentry, but I don't think she was. No, the cops. They were escorting people out, so again, I'm guessing not. So we actually have a new word in here then we could use. We can also fuff this room. Should we fuff it, innit? Fuck off, prick.
This story will go on forever. This story will go on forever.
I feel that should kill him. I feel if you shove a flare into his face, shadow or not, that should suck. I'm not sure that was really worth it for our trouble though. But...
Lewd.
You understand the meaning of double entendre? No, I think they sort of knocked the knocking shop down at one point. Maybe they're sick of people like going in to see like, I don't know, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, then going next door to get fucked in another way. Right, what can we put on the plot board? This is the theatre hall, and we have New York's finest and the cult. Let's put the cult on there.
Story was affecting the scene.
Oh, they're all watching. That's quite cool. Oh. That's a swizz. This guy's like, stop with the flashlight in the cinema. Fuck. Oh. Alan being just massively inconsiderate as always. I don't think anything's changed. Hey, fuck you guys. No one's seeing this. Don't see anything different in here. I guess we change it over and have a look. What else we got? Oh, did I add the wrong one? Did I add like New York's finest or something instead? Shush. So they were sacrificing someone up on stage, which is really awkward. Yeah, now this is the correct theatre. One day you'll be coming to the door, one day you understand the double entendre. Now Nam's from London, she'd be like, apples and pears, and other such words. Oh look, there's a bloodstain going upstairs, let's follow it. So what was up with this game doing like a jump scare chapter, then just not bothering doing that again? Weird.
The cops had gotten their 15 minutes of fame with the cult, and it had been a scream. They were
Yeah,
the murder
sacrifices,
victims.
yeah, never mentioned them.
I had to find a way into the projection booth somehow.
Alright, can I... Find a way into the projecting booth. Can I take that with me? Can I suck it off up here and then we can... No?
It was locked from the other side.
Did I miss something with the door, maybe? No? Hmm. We do have a shotgun, and you think that would do the job, but... Maybe we need to change the scene back to the clit of the word. Ah.
It's you. Following your master into La La Land.
So we have another one we can
A
use.
sad bunch of clowns in funny masks and hoods, pretending to be a secret society.
Maybe it is you who's playing a role, Mr. Casey. A role carefully laid out for you. A puppet, blindly performing the ritual steps for the glory of the cult. Huh?
What the fuck have you been smoking?
Nightless Night. A clip of the lost film survived. You will see, Mr. Casey. In the Nightless Night, you will finally see.
Nightless Night was Zane's film.
We got a clit of the lost film.
Story.
Nice. Alright, let's do it.
This is my story. Come to the land.
What the? Hey! What the hell? What happened to the one I already sucked off? Where did he get to? Did he die already? No, he's here.
These words down your throat. These words down your throat.
Game, please.
Zane's lamp on the screen had no light.
It's always Ilmo's fault. Ilmo.
The light of the lamp shone out of the screen and revealed the door.
Wake.
It revealed a doer.
Wake.
No, this doer. No, this is an exit. This is not the doer. This we can leave on this door. It's the emergency exit, Alan. So it's doing the projector booth, I guess. Yeah. So we just change it over. I assume this works. We change it back at Ogre to the New York's finest one. And can we get into the projector room now? No. Must have missed. Maybe we have to go out. Maybe we do have to go outside and do something there. Because that door outside is new, so let's use the one that's that one. You load enemies to stand inside, use attack. Again, it's just the combat system. This is kind of bum. Like, enemies shouldn't really be sat inside you. Like, if I feel that you designed that, they should be trying to whack you, but from a sort of
the seedy alley
a reasonable
away from prying
distance.
eyes was a good scene for dark deeds.
Out in the night. This is a new scene here. Okay. Ew, what's over here? Oh, this is the garage from earlier. Don't think so. One thing that's nice about this game I picked up today, this roguelite sort of game, is that the enemies don't damage you on body contact at all. And I actually really like that. The enemies actually have a direct attack. Same with that one we were playing the other day, Death Must Die. Like, they have a direct attack only, there's no body contact. Right, let's put the, let's do the lost film. I don't think I'll do anything since we're outside, but never mind. I mean, that looks suspiciously like no difference, because I mean, that was for the cinema, right? Let's try something else. Yeah, same here, smoking top hat. Inside. Tattoo.
Someone had fallen to their death from the rooftop.
Did they? That's careless. Somebody sat inside you. Yeah, I suppose we put it. Oh, okay, the door's locked. You can't go that way then. I guess we go down that. Oh.
I should look at the plot board. Keep the story moving.
Can we go under here? That was a cool noise. Nino, Nino, it's the police.
The police car felt important to the story.
What's the angle for this?
The answer was close.
Ah.
You don't think they're gonna want us to, like, cut off a finger or something for this initiation, do you?
Nah. I'm sure we'll just chant some ceremonial stuff.
Oh my god, the police are in on it.
Well, it's about
Fuckers.
time. We paid our dues. Made plenty of their problems disappear. Dumped all those new.
Cynthia was just kind of a gun. Yeah, maybe.
What we did or
we just blamed Cynthia for it all.
It's all behind us now. We're going straight to the top, partner.
Yeah, like we died and went to heaven.
How did Alan get the Alan Wake machine thing? He fucking shot Dumbledore, didn't he? Just fucking blammed him for it, mate. Can we go down there? I still feel we should probably go down. Alright, so we nicked the light, didn't we? Can we now go up the stairs with that light? I think I'm missing something obvious here. This looks like a light switch we can grant light to. No? How do we get to this roof then? So we've taken the light from the police car, which has done something. I'm not quite sure what that's done. Can we go around here maybe with it? Can we go underneath? Can we go under here? That takes us back inside. It's that there, right? Can we go on the other side and then do it there? Here we go. I'm very clever, as you can tell. Expert at these kind of things. Extremely good at this game.
Straight to the top. The dirty cops looked down on the city. Their city. They had committed repulsive deeds to get there. They told themselves it was worth it.
Did I put the heating on? No, I didn't actually. Fuck. I did not put the heating on. I should go do that. Thank you for reminding me. Won't be a sec. Ugh. Thank you, Azzy. Right, heating back up. Ow! Fucking cable just rubs against my fresh wound. Thank you. Ugh. My headset cable. This is where I should have joined all the cool kids. I got myself a desk-based mic years ago. Oh, nice. Look at this cool swag we've got. Is this the roof? Well, this is a roof, but it's not the roof, probably. What if we're going to be Batman up here? Hey, Billy. What fresh wound? My tattoo. My tattoo, mate. You're not a member of the heavy metal band Diamond Sword to the Scrotum. Do not attempt self-determination. Reminds me of the very first Wasp album, Animal Felt Like a Beast, that has Blackie Lawless with a buzzsaw crotch codpiece. It's fantastic. Complete segue, but Wasp were incredible live when I saw them. He signed a hat for me, which was nice. I have it downstairs somewhere.
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker. In case you don't remember again.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Tim, I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in. Putting a lot of roadblocks.
It's Iceman, yeah. I think it's supposed to be Quantum Break guy.
The sketch you have does look like the Door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the Door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
Same, Kane. It'd be really sad if like the last, Batman we got of like our Batman was, not great, but yeah.
So you think this is a dream?
Is Iceman an Omega level mutant?
You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life.
I didn't realize he was so OP. I knew he was pretty burly, but I wasn't sure he was that burly. So I know that, like,
different realities.
Magneto, Xavier is...
But certain things don't change. Like Door.
But I suppose if Iceman has complete control of ice and can do wacky stuff, I'm assuming that means that, like, he could split himself in half and all sorts of other weird stuff, I guess. The Poet's Cinema. I was at the morgue about to give evidence to the FBI. Door transported me here to this dream. Why? Why, where, why, motive, why me? What is this place? It's not real, no place, every place, all places, any place. Missing time, no memory, abducted, aliens, until now. Always end up here. Polyhedrons. Will I forget? When will I get out? The red-headed woman. Others I know, they are different. What's Jesse got to do with this? Elmo! Fucking aliens. Storm and Scott. Really, Scott is? I thought Cyclops was a bit of a weenie. I haven't played Gotham Knights. I don't know if it's any good or not. I haven't played the Batman games in a while, actually. I've been kind of mean to at some point. We shall make a manual save. There we are. Alright, let's slap the things in the shoebox we don't need. Bonk. Bonk. The flashbangs are nothing but disappointments. No, I don't know why I keep them on me, honestly. I wonder if Gambit's like a burly man. I always like Gambit when I was growing up. You know, Gambit and Rogue. Although I think I liked Rogue for different reasons when I was growing up, probably. Is this where the Out in the Night, New York's finest? So we can change the scene from up here. Which one was it that the one got binned? Was it the cult? Was it from here they got binned? Yeah. There? 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 There, probably. There we go.
Don't you fucking move, or I'll blow you away.
You got me, Mr. Casey. I'm all yours. Go ahead. Ask that burning question in your mind.
From Mark Hamill.
How did you do it? How did you get me into that film clip without my remembering it? Talk to me, damn it!
You've seen the film?
That's pretty funny.
Good, good.
I love
now you're
Mark
ready
Hamill.
to meet the Grandmaster.
What, bro?
He's waiting for you in the projection booth where everything will be revealed. Where he will project a new reality onto this one. And now, Mr. Casey, I've played my part to the end.
No! Crazy bastard! Why'd he jump?
The Grandmaster?
Was that where I find the murder site?
Meet the Grandmaster in the projection booth. Wonder how we get to the projection booth though. X-Men Evolution Rogue is great. I guess we go back the way we came. Gonna save it in case we get burned. Can't die from jumping 5 meters. I mean, if you landed on your neck, you probably could, I guess. We got a nothing personnel kid dribbler in here somewhere. You can hear him teleporting around. Not sure where he is.
Wait.
Wonder's gonna try dumping me, I'm sure. Honestly, X-Men Evolution and X-Men Evolution is just fantastic. I remember, the worst thing about it, and it's only in the UK, I'm sure my fellow UK friends can appreciate this one, is that fucking CNX and Toonami. Honestly, why shooting fucking big beasts? CNX and Toonami always showed the shit out of order. Or like, you get like seasons 1, 2 and get a few episodes of season 3, then they just redo seasons 1 and 2 for no good fucking reason, like all the time. They absolutely suck. Terrible channel. It's so maddening. Yeah, it was fucking awful, wasn't it? Yeah. They did it all the time, and it was so annoying. Oh, there's no door here anymore. What the fuck? Is it because I've changed the scene? Was it the fuzz? I think it was the fuzz, right? Teen Titans did the same thing. They did exactly the same thing with Teen Titans, and it was just as aggravating. Can we climb back up here? How do we get back to the... Oh, fuck off. Honestly. He slapped me on the way through. What a dickhead. He smacked me on the bum. That's harassment, mate. Gonna fucking have you. Gonna go to HR. Hostile work environment. So how the hell do we get back to the cinema from here then? The locked door. Maybe if I change it back now, maybe if I change it now to the Grandmaster one, I can go for that door perhaps.
Wake.
They're still waiting for me. No. Okay, it's just random. Oh, we can go in here. Oh, apparently I can't go in here. We got another one. Honestly, I don't know if it's me and my issues with colours and stuff, but like, all these dark enemies on a dark background is quite the joy. Piece of shit.
Stop using the words.
I never saw Young Justice in the end. The ones I watched tons as a kid. That was when I was really young. There was X-Men, the '90s X-Men one. You know, that one. I loved watching that one. Although they once again loved to air that shit out of order, so that was a no-mo. There was Teen Titans was a massive big one. I was a bit older for Teen Titans. I was like 13, 14, I think, maybe. 12, 13, 14, something like that. And then there was X-Men Evolution as well. That was really good. That was really fun. I watched a bit of Iron Man and Fantastic Four on the Marvel Action Hour, they called it in the UK. I don't know if it was the same in America, but they called it Marvel Action Hour. And there was a few different cartoons we'd get. There was 90s Spider-Man. You didn't like Teen Titans? Oh no! I always loved it. Ron Perlman as Slade was fantastic. He was so cool. Oh, of course, how could I forget? 90s Batman. Okay, not Marvel, but holy shit, I love that thing so much. So how do we get... How do we do this, do we reckon? How do we get back into the cinema? Do we try and go for that door up there if I change it to the Grandmaster, maybe? We got Silver Surfer in the UK, yeah. We got Silver Surfer as well.
My writing was affecting reality.
I'm gonna try and get through that door. Oh, it's open now, yeah. I'm gonna try and just run because these guys... The combat in this is fucking bomb and I don't want to do it anymore. Go away. Oh no, there's more goblins here! I wish I could just run away and not touch them. Go away, I don't want to play with you anymore. Your combat is shit and I dislike it. Right, here we go. Let me heal up before we go anywhere. There we go. I never saw Spider-Man Unlimited, I don't think. Batman the Animated Series was amazing. Batman of the Future as well was one we got. I think you guys call it Batman Beyond, but it was Batman of the Future here. The best bit about Spider-Man 90s is that they love to air that out of order as well. So you'd be watching Spider-Man 90s, right? And you're like, oh, this is the episode where Venom honks the truck and he goes honk honk. And we're like, ah, that's a great episode. And like Spider-Man's going like, Shocker, come back here, Shocker. And then it's suddenly Morbius. Like, what the fuck happened to Venom? And then it's Craven. And like, why are you airing this out of order? You fuckers. No, not it's Morbin time though. This was actually fun, Morbius. Batman Beyond was amazing. Oh, the big one. The massive one I fucking loved. I mean, not only the animated series. Sorry, Alan, you have to wait a sec. Not only the animated series, but Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. How good were those? How good were those? They were such good shows. I think that's probably my love of most of the Justice League characters came from those shows. Justice League Unlimited gave us some incredible ones. We had Black Canary in there as well. I had The Question. You had loads of really cool characters. The animated show for Superman was good, but they didn't really air it as much here. I never saw it as much. Never saw it as much. I have a bit of a soft spot for Justice League and Unlimited though, because Dad would always watch it with me, because he liked it as well. Dad enjoyed watching that and Dragon Ball. He really enjoyed Dragon Ball, funnily enough, which is quite funny. Right, let's change this to the Grandmaster. Oops, wrong one. Well, it's just Dad doesn't really care for anime or anything, really. But, he really liked, thingy.
Wake.
Can we get to the projection booth by going through the screen? That's pretty cool. I like it. Static Shock was fun, but they kept airing that out of order. They only did like season 1 or like 20 episodes, and then just kept looping them.
Booth from here.
I don't know if that was a thing, and there just wasn't many episodes of Static Shock.
Alone.
But Static Shock was great. And he had those like tinfoil discs you'd fly around with. That was cool.
You're a clown in a mask.
Man, Static was great. I mean, I've talked about it before, but I grew up with the Moomins as well. Like, I loved the Moomins. The Moomins was the shizners. Weird enough, the Moomins, just like Teen Titans, would occasionally have the opening credits in different languages. Like, Teen Titans would occasionally get in Japanese. Or some other ones, I think. And the Moomins would have, I think it was either Finnish or Swedish, I'm not quite sure. They called them Kimi Mulaksun. So I think it's Swedish. Yeah, the Grok is terrifying. That was the Finnish one, was it?
Lewd.
90s Spider-Man, Batman, He-Man. Oh, the 90s He-Man. No, the 2000 He-Man show with Cam Clark as He-Man was amazing. Like, he had like actually competent Skeletor. He was pretty cool. Spectacular. Never saw that one. Oh, I remember Wolverine and the X-Men that came out like a few years ago. Well, probably longer than that now. I remember that being quite good. That was at the height of like everyone loving Wolverine over everyone else. Thank you, the Biddies Noble. 2000's Girls had a super metal origin story. His like face got burned off, and he asked Hordak to save him.
I was back.
He's like, "Save me, Hordak."
A loop within a loop.
Save me, and Hordak's like, "Oh, what, mate? Gonna burn your face off though."
I'm here, you son of a bitch. Show yourself. Who was that? Who said that? Grand Master, my ass. You're a clown in a mask.
Thank you again, Pumpkin.
I'm not the one wearing a mask.
Pumpkin, did you ever watch The Movements growing up? Or were you a bit too young for it? Because The Movements is a fucking absolute blast. Except for the Grog. Fuck the Grog, though. That's the reason I never sleep anymore.
Lewd.
The Casey in the story was losing it.
Get your
I
shit
wasn't
together,
far
Casey.
behind.
Oh, we go. Oh, there's a new door.
I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going. Find a way to the murder site.
I'm here, you son of a bitch. Show yourself. Who was that? Who said that? That's a real clever trick, asshole. You can run, but you can't.
See that team on the fact that it plays jet engine when someone jumps. Does it? Fuck, I need to launch that again. I can't remember. Thank you, Nodham. Are these doors just like appearing behind me and stuff? Hey, Burn, you alright, dude? Here goes. Oh my god, my tattoo's so itchy.
Lewd.
Shut up, Alan. Fucking weirdo. Burn, thank you for 52! Thank you very, very much. Is there another door I can get through here? This one?
I was back at the beginning again. I had to keep going. Find a way to the murder site.
Yeah, Alan's having a good time.
Who was that? Who said that? That's a real Shut up!
Who's there? Look, you got the wrong guy. I'm not Alex Casey. I only play him in the movies. He's just a fictional character.
What's going on here?
You don't have to kill me. You don't have to go get that knife and stab me.
Where's that knife?
Just give up and go back. Forget about.
Get that knife and stab him.
Sacrifice to open the way forward.
The ritual sacrifice to open the way.
No. Don't do it. You don't have to become.
Oh, I
a
do.
Monster. Just leave the knife with. Oh no.
I got the knife.
No, you don't. You'll be sorry.
Sorry, Sam. Damn it!
What the fuck?
We have to kill Sam Lake. Sorry, dude. Ooh. That Coffee Land? That's Coffee Land, right? Yeah.
I was getting close.
Can we blame Ilmo again?
Come, Alex Casey.
Hey, Gigs.
Done well. You played your role perfectly.
Everything out of your mouth is a damn lie.
Maybe
the only
Ilmo's
place
the
any of this
Grog.
makes any sense is in your psychotic brain.
As a fictional character in a story, you fulfilled your purpose. You brought the writer of the story here. You can go now, Casey.
No, I'm not going anywhere before I get some answers. How was I in that movie? Why does all this feel so familiar? What? Who the fuck are you?
Why am I in that
Who the
movie?
fuck
Do
am
you read
I?
Sutter Kane?
No!
Welcome to you.
All we need is a scene sitting at the,
This is the ritual to lead you on. We're just one step away from your final destination.
I love those films. I like the Final Destination films.
Here's
Yeah, I'm
an
up for that.
unanswered mystery for you. If Casey was fictional, and you assumed his role as a detective,
No items Fox any Final Destination. Oh
you're
shit.
fictional too. Whose story are you living, Mr. Wake?
The visions were getting under my skin, coming too close for comfort. Not a separate layer, but mingling with my own reality in the dark place.
Where's Casey? We need to bin him.
Wait. Dead end. This can't be right. Did I miss something?
Lewd.
The presentation in this section is fantastic. This is really good. What's the connection to Coffee World, I wonder?
The murder site.
The poster's cool, actually.
The mask was the key.
I don't mind that. That wasn't really a jump scare, I don't think. That was like a flash with a bit of noise. I don't think that counts.
This is how I could help her.
Saga Anderson, listen.
Sneer mode. We do need
I've
sneer
been
mode, don't
tricked.
we?
Scratch wrote returned. I tried to fix the story, but he stopped me before I reached the end. He has it now. It's the key to escape.
What do you mean, escape?
Thank you, Noble, for the biddies.
You're a Scratch.
Why is he in the Fun Destiny clip with
I need to
SpongeBob?
stop
No,
him.
that sounds hilarious.
I need to stop him before he gets out. He's after Alice. I'm still trapped, but I'm making progress. I wrote you in to be the story's hero. Scratch made a horror story.
We
I
just
need
had
to
this bit for
match
Saga
the
last time, didn't
genre.
we? We must be
It has
close.
to be
The
dark,
two must be
but the
linking
hero
up soon,
can
I
break
guess.
through, save her family, save us all.
Save her family. Are you talking about my family?
Yes, whatever you're doing, it's working. You just need to keep going.
Did we have family in the horror story?
Right, the
I
sneering
was
into the
closer
story.
now. Closer than ever before. But there was no time to lose. Everything was hanging in the balance. I could still lose it all. Parliament Tower. I had to make it work this
It'd
time.
be really funny if the
I
statue
could
at the
stop
front of Alan
Scratch,
Wake would
get
just,
the
with
manuscript,
each murder
fix
site, just
its
get a bigger
ending.
erection. You just walk past and he's got like fucking huge stiffy. And you're like, what's that about, Alan? You're like, just, it's kind of like what I like to do in it. Hang a coat on it, yeah. Well, are you telling me that Alan wouldn't have a statue of himself with an erection? Come on, he clearly would. You'd have the cardboard cutout. Coach starts waving in the wind like a flag. Woo! See, everyone agrees. I knew it. We can all see it. The music in the game's really good. Like that's the kind of stupid thing in a way. Like a lot of the stuff that isn't like strictly massively interactive gameplay is really, really good. The presentation, the graphics, the music, the voice acting, the acting as well, because of course real acting too, which is all incredible. It's all really, really good. I think that massively carries it. I don't think the combat is bad enough to bring it down. Well, sorry, I don't think the combat being that bad is enough to bring it down, I should say. No more music? No maidens? Alright. Get to Parliament Tower. I feel that we're probably catching up. We're probably catching up with Saga section, I guess.
I was traveling deeper into the dark place. The poem on the wall was growing at the same pace, dogging my footsteps, like my unwanted shadow moving in the corner of my eye. It wasn't my writing. I didn't know what it was. A terrible prophecy. A curse looming over me.
Wait, why is Fiki being holy? Good section coming up, nice. Is this going to lead us outside? So are these cops now in here with me because they're dead IRL, I wonder? I wonder if that's the... Like, I wonder once they were defeated as Taken, they ended up with me here. Is Dark Place the Afterlife? No, but I think Taken people end up here, right? Hell of a boss has the exact bit. One of the villains of the giant statue himself sporting a massive stiffy. That's because that's what egotists would do, right? Artie is the janitor. Makes sense. Music by Artie and the Janitors. It's quite funny, like the entire like if Casey was actually here watching the film, I think considering one of the things he said, that's the implication, right? He saw the film and that's why he's like, why am I in the film? That's almost straight out from the Mouth of Madness, like where no.
Felt like there wasn't enough alcohol.
Where the character's watching the cinema.
Drown the memories of this nightmare.
Oh,
but
I thought we saw the film. Is it different this time?
This case
sorry.
Never be closed.
Hold on, let me go back and watch it a sec.
Sorry.
I thought it was the same.
Start. The irony of being trapped in a postmodern detective story. I felt watched. The eyes of some unseen audience on me. I wanted to turn to the hidden camera and tell them to fuck off.
Fuck off.
But I didn't know where to look to break the fourth wall. There would always be another case for Casey. A million stories in this dark city. The night opened up to welcome me. I walked into her arms. Roll credits.
Let's go back and see film. I wonder if it wasn't playing while I was away. I wonder if I missed much. It's like, pretend we just went for a piss in the cinema and it was like, that's exactly like how that plays out. Yeah, Sam Lake looks pretty useful, right? Like, youthful. Like, he's got to be, like, 50, surely. $53, yeah, he doesn't look it. It's RT. Is he gonna open the door and it's just RT looking exactly the same position when he opens it or something from the poster? Yeah, exactly. That's great.
Sanovat, se joka varjoon tyytyy, valon ihmeestä paitsi jää.
So is Artie like a Finnish actor? I believe so.
Minulla oli sinua ikävä.
Olit Veikon kanssa. Siksi lähdin.
Hän on poissa. Ollut jo kauan.
kun nyt lähden. Lähde kanssani.
Mutta vasta tämän
Marty?
jälkeen.
Nice. Actor and singer. Ah, interesting, okay. It's got to the point in video games where these videos are getting so crisp as well, aren't they? Like how high quality the actual video is. There's no like obvious bit crush or anything. It looks, I mean, it looks frankly amazing, really.
Hei, sillä oli paskat housussa.
But he shat his pants. It's a bit awkward.
Kontas ojan pohjalla änkyrä kännissä ja huusi ja soperteli ja armo, rakkas veli, anna armo, mä kuolen. Ai saatana.
I feel it'd been cool if we got to sit down and get some popcorn.
Paluu. Ja häntä koipien välis.
Is this just like a standard Finnish greeting?
Uutiset mistään paluusta ovat ennenaikaisia. Tulin vain käymään. Ja nyt kun muistan millaista tämä touhu täällä on, en viivy kauaa. Missäs veljesi luuraa?
Pisti hengiltä.
You stabbed him to death. That's not very nice.
Rupes käymään aivoa se aina länkytys. Uurilla ja mestarilla. Mutta ei se paskaveli kelvannut edes siihen.
It captures the really strange accent most Finnish movies have. Really? I need to go. Maybe I'll watch some of the more famous ones. I'm hopeless at movies though. I know my games like the back of my hand, you know, like I know like lots of little games, obscure games, whatever, but movies always elude me. Nice little hip flash though.
Päiviltä pitäis sinutkin pistää.
Is it nice to have all this Finnish stuff in here, Fiku? Like for a bit of a change. I've always seen the same Brit stuff, like pops up with British voice acting. It's nice for a change.
Leikataan parta! Leikataan pojalta parta!
There's extremely angry drinking.
Miksi palasit? Kun kerran lähdit?
En aikonut. Mutta nyt löydän itseni täältä. Nyt on kai kirottu. Kirjoitettu sadistisen kirjailijan
in the coffee.
Kierrän kehää.
Maa on syklinen laulu. Mites siellä
IRL Artie looks a lot younger. It's kind of, it's a bit unusual. It must be the hair, I guess.
En ole siellä töissä. Sitä paitsi sain potkut. Ei olisi tarvetta talonmiehen apulaiselle.
Ei ole.
He's got a janitor assistant. It's Jesse.
Tämän tilan isäntä katosi yön selkää vuosia sitten. Sen jälkeen kun sinä lähdit. Merkit on ilmassa, että multakin loppuu hommat pian. Siksi kyselen virastosta. Ehkä saan sieltä töitä.
Dialogue is what you call written speech. Most people don't talk like this, at least where I live. Oh, really? So it's more like a fancy prose kind of, or? UFO porno. I thought UFO porno was Spanish, wasn't it?
Mille juomme?
Yöttömälle yölle.
UFO porno. Sam Lake wrote himself in there so he just hold hands with a pretty girl. I'm on to you, Sam Lake. When you have a drink, but it's a little bit too sour.
Reitti vie sinut tuon puoleiseen.
Fucking it seems like a way to get something nasty. It's how you get like pink bum. Like it's like the cousin of pink eye. Just trying to bum on a log.
Sanotaan, että Aleen kurkotti liian pitkälle yön syövereihin. Eikä löytänyt sieltä enää pois.
Is he in the sauna?
Kannattaa varoa sitä Aleenin mustaa leskeä.
Lump.
Taisit olla vähän heikkona häneen.
Pelkäsin häntä.
I'm a bear.
Pojat oltiin aina vähän
Is he gonna use it to cover his pippily?
toivottomia naisten kanssa.
How much of the budget do you think was Sam Lake going on holiday? So what happens in this scene? Well, Sam Lake, that's me, gets to go to a sauna, right? And drink some beer. Okay. What happens after that? Sam Lake gets to like hold hands with a pretty girl. Okay. Then what? Well, there's a scene here where Sam Lake gets to dance with a pretty girl in a room. I see. Standard behavior. It's fucking raw! Maybe you have a sauna in their home. Or a communal one in their park. What? I feel like I'm missing out. Look at it! It's moldy! For fuck's sake! Find out who the master. Oh. I do get increasingly get the idea after playing a few Remedy games they just want to make a movie or a TV show. I really do. Maybe they should, yeah.
Tämä Riitti vie sinut tuon puoleiseen.
Hän palaa.
None like Kojima, oh no. They're trying to bin like Solid Snake's voice actor for no good reason. He's got a lot of the red sauce coming out. I don't think that's supposed to be on the outside, honestly. Imagine sacrificing someone and you get fucking Alan Wake. Well, and Zane in this case, I guess. Like, what a disappointment. All that effort. You kill like 13 turtles, get yourself a couple of goats, find a virgin, you get Alan Wake coming out of a well. What a sad state of affairs that would be.
Vihdoinkin.
Kiitos.
That's why Casey was trying to find the cucker. But instead only found the clitter. Depressing. Well, Zane's playing Wake in this film, isn't he? So it's supposed to be Wake, I guess. Oh, you know, story-wise and, like, thematic-wise, it's so different from Alan Wake 1. It's really unusual in a way, isn't it? There's something funny about the screaming being subtitled, sorry. It's just ah in Finnish. Ah! You realise you left the stove on. Don't you hate that? You're about to leave and you go, ah!
Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu. Hänet verhottu on varjojen kaapuun. Monta tarinaa hänestä kerrotaan.
That was actually quite fun to watch, that was. I'm glad that like we got to watch all that. That was quite cool. I shall push Fuff on this. No, that was good. That was. That was actually really interesting.
Lewd.
There was a great Piney's doggo in Giorgio's job was to defend sheep from coyote and foxes. One day the farmer and the doggo sees sheep pen and 11 coyotes leaving to attack, and the doggo goes, "Hold my beer," and charges in. He kills 8 coyotes and chases the rest into the woods for 2 days. Doggo reappears out of nowhere 2 years later in the chicken pen, looking like death but alive. Now he's an indoor doggo living off his veteran's discount. What a Chad. That dog's fucking hardcore, goddamn. It's like when you see cats chasing bears. Like a bear's like pissing around in the back garden, like upsetting the family like baby or something, and the cat's like, "Fuck this bear, I'm gonna get rid of him." And they zoom out the house and the bear's like, "Oh shit, it's a cat," and they run off. And the cat's like, "Get the fuck out of it!" Thank you, Biddies, Noble. Absolute mad lad doggo for sure. That's pretty hardcore. In 20 months as well. Somewhat related, there's a YouTube channel. It's like called like The Girl with the Dogs or something, and she's like a groomer, like a dog groomer, and they make some really fascinating videos. Like me and Pumpkin send them back and forth sometimes, and they're really interesting to watch. And you see these like doggo. Someone should bop Fiki. Bop! And it's really interesting to watch like how these massive dogs can get like groomed, especially like the really big ones. I got binned in Kiko's chat earlier for calling him old, by the way. What a fucking scam. It's Kiko's birthday today, and I basically said, "I've got to go now, old man. Enjoy the rest of your stream or whatever." And I got like binned. I was like, what the hell? Why did I get binned? See you, Knight. Thank you very much for the 33. The time absolutely rockets by. Disturbingly rockets by. Seriously, see you, Knight. Thank you very much. 'Tis much appreciated. First of all, deserved. Second, ears up. Exactly. So it was factual. Yeah, same as it's such a great channel, isn't it? Alright, I'm probably going to call it here, I'd imagine. Because I'm still, like, tired-ish. Still sort of recovering from getting fucking stabbed for a couple of hours yesterday. How old is he? I'm not going to say. If he said, then I'm sure he'll say on social media. I'm not sure if he wants that as public knowledge or whatever. But, thank you ever so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you had a lovely stream. Thanks, Azzy. I'm sure it will. I'm gonna, I'm putting it in the shower tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna peel off the sarin wrap stuff that's on it, the second skin. So if you hear me screaming from where you are, that's probably what it is. Because the first shower after the tattoo is, yeah. Oh, since some of you are still here, like, so yesterday, right, I got the tattoo done. All that sorted, right, and then, my buddy gets his tattoo done. So he's in the middle of getting his done, and, like, we're talking, and, like, back and forth to the shop a few times, getting some sugary drinks to keep us going or whatever. Because you kind of need that with the tattoo. And, I come back in, and she looks at mine, she goes, "You're a bleeder." I look at it, and, like, all the blood seeping under the sarin, and she goes, "Right, I'm going to have to redo your second skin wrap before you go, because you're bleeding underneath it." Oh, imagine, right, you've got this adhesive, like, plaster wrap thing on your tattoo, and then she pulls it off, and then you have another one on. After, basically, imagine an open wound, and then yanking a plaster off of it. Oh, fuck. Oh, I think that stung more than getting the fucking tattoo done. In Swedish. Ah! Yeah, seriously. I mean, it needed doing, but she basically said to me, she goes, "Yeah, you might want to grit your teeth a bit." And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Ready?" I was like, "Ready." And she goes, "And here we go." And I was like, "Ugh." So, fuck. Oh, man. That was an experience. Screams in DK. Ah! Just yank it off. Oh, don't. The idea of that just makes me want to cry. Honestly, that just feels deeply unpleasant. Like, don't get me wrong. Tattoos hurt, right? Anyone who's had one can understand what I mean. They're not like awful, but they do hurt. Like, because I mean, obviously, with what's been going on, but it's normally the stuff you're doing with it afterwards that really, like, frigs with it. No, don't reconsider it. Like, getting a tattoo is fun. Like, I enjoy it. Like, the experience is a good laugh. Like, it's interesting. Like, the pain doesn't, like, it depends where you have it, of course, but, like, on my arms, at the very least, like, the pain doesn't make you flinch or anything like that. It's just it is a pain, but it's not the equivalent of someone getting your toe and, like, smacking it with a mallet or something. You're like, ugh. You remember the nurse yanking the tube off your arm? Oh, yeah, when you've been intubated. Or the cannula. Yeah, it's not nice, that'll do it as well. Oof. Get it in your penis? How did you know? Never had a tattoo before. Where'd you want it? On my willy. On my pippily. You didn't feel anything, you were fucking drugged. Oh, that's alright then. You wouldn't have noticed. You'd be like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm all good. Yeah, no, tattoos in general are fine. Like, if anyone's thinking about getting one, like, they're a perfectly fine, if anything, it's a nice experience. But what I would always say to anyone who wants to get a tattoo, think about it before you go and get it. Like, you know, really consider what you want to get. Do a bit of research, make sure the artist is a decent artist, you know, that you got an artist that can do the sort of style that you want. Okay, mum. Yeah, I know, right? But the other thing I would say is listen to the artist. Listen to the artist. If you say, I want this, and they go, I don't think that will work where you want to have this, or, like, I think I'd recommend doing this, it's really worth listening to them. They do it for a living, they know their shit. Well worth it. Our bud was getting his first tattoo, right? There was three of us went yesterday, and me and one of the guys, we've got between us we've got, like, you know, 7, 8 tattoos or whatever. So a bit old hat for us. Make sure they ask you about allergies. You know the place is legit. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things. When you walk into a tattoo parlor, it should smell like a hospital, right? It should smell like a hospital. That's how you know it needs to smell clean. Smell like antiseptic. Smells like that very cleany sort of iodine-y smell, if anything, like, for lack of a better word. It should smell like that. They should be using gloves, you know, all sorts of stuff. Like, that you should see the yellow bins around, like where they're throwing away the needles correctly and stuff. All sorts. You know what I had the idea for a long time, but find a place to get an artist in person to do the tattoos lazy. Honestly, find a place near you, look on their site, make sure that the portfolio for the artist looks nice, email them, done, sorted. Trust me, it's way worse in your head than you think it is. Just send them an email and just like, I'd like to get this done. They're like, cool, how does X day sound? And you're like, nice. Why does your hospital smell like that? No, well that's pretty weird, dude. He makes tattoos in his guest cabin. Wait, why did the subtitle say, and he shat his pants? Did you see that? Oh, it's because he's, oh, it's the movie's playing again. I think the movie's playing again. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but because one of the guys hadn't had a tattoo, we were kind of babying him in a way. Like, we were making sure he was going to be alright and stuff, you know? Like, I said to him, make sure you eat something, like, sugary before you go in, you know? Wake up, have some breakfast, make sure you have some food, get a fucking coffee, get yourself some water, get yourself a sugary drink, and have a fucking chocolate bar or something before you have that tattoo done. Like, it's so important to have a bit of sugar in you, I think. Because he shat his pants, obviously, I know. We should stop before the pants shitting continues. Equally upsetting. Yeah, getting a tattoo is a good laugh, honestly. Like, for anyone who's sort of on the fence about it, I'd highly recommend them. They are good fun. The sort of coffee was so good that he shat. That's how you know it's the best kind of coffee. How's the sugar help? Because you're losing a lot. You're about to lose a lot of blood, so sort of having sort of a good amount of energy. They normally ask you if you had something like to eat before you've gone. I have some sugary stuff beforehand, and I have some sugary stuff afterwards. Is what I do. Losing blood's your speciality. Yeah, you're like, hold my beer, I've got this shit on lockdown. You got lightheaded? Yeah. I normally get a little bit lightheaded after it's all done, like completely once it's finished, because I do tend to bleed a lot. I don't know whether I've got the complexion for it or whatever. I tend to lose a decent whack of blood, so by the time I'm done, I'm a bit like, woo! So I normally go have like get like a chocolate bar or whatever and a bit of swig of Dr. Pepper or something. I'm usually good. I wonder if the ones that get the full body Yakuza nonsense pass out. You don't control it normally. It's not. Yeah, I mean it's not normally down to you if you're gonna pass out or not, right? Like the hardest fuckers in the world sometimes pass out for tattoos. It's like it's not like a manly thing or a womanly thing or whatever. It's just how is the setup for your body going to be? You know. I don't imagine walking out of the tattoo parlor bleeding is a good look for them. Well, I mean, you expect some blood when you get a tattoo, right? You bleed a lot more than you think you do anyway. They just happen to wipe it out. The amount of stabbing needed. I mean, bear in mind most people have a limit anyway, right? Hello, Kingseeker Toad. Sorry, we're just finishing, dude. Actually, we're just yapping about tattoos. Actually, funny enough. Most people have a limit. Like when I was almost on 4 hours for my mirror, my Malkavian mirror. I reckon 4 hours was probably my limit. I reckon 4 hours was plenty in one session. I was starting to get a bit like, whew, okay. Starting to get a bit like just woozy, I think, by that point. I was fine. I was like, I potentially could have kept going, but I think that was my body saying like, I think we should probably stop for now. And I think that you should really listen to what your body's telling you. You almost fell asleep. I actually almost fell asleep when I got my Alice ones done, Pumpkin, because I was lying down. I was like, this is alright, actually. Just like laying back, and I was like, wah. This is quite good. I had my eyes shut a fair bit of it. The big canvas ones are done in several goes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they wipe a lot of ink and blood off. Exactly. They keep wiping every few like, I don't know, every 20 seconds or something. They're wiping a bit. So you don't really see how much blood's being lost. It was exhausting. And it was only because the guy was being so thorough with my Malkavian mirror. I'm quite lucky. Like, the line work on my mirror is fucking fantastic. I was really fortunate. Like, the guy knew his stuff, and the only thing is, this will make you wince, right? So, the lining needle is it's like 3 needles in one. Like, think a hypodermic is 1 needle, right? Super, super sharp. Like, hypodermic designed to go straight in the skin, inject, whatever, right? The lining needle, I think, is about 3 needles together. And so it's still very, very thin and very sharp. So, when they're doing the needle, the line work, you have that very, very sharp sort of feeling all the way around. I mean, it's not quite hypodermic injecting into your skin, but it doesn't feel quite like that, but it feels like I mean, Jag and Pumpkin and a few others, you know exactly what I'm trying to say, right? It feels like a needle going into your skin. Shrug. Like, it still feels like you're still getting needled, right? It's still a scratch, but it's a sharp scratch with this sort of, with the line work. But with my mirror, he does the entire line work for it, which takes about an hour and a half probably to get around all that line work. He was being really careful, and he's like, right. He goes, okay, I want to go do it again. I said, what? What, the line needle? He goes, yeah. I said, you're going to reline the line you just did? He goes, yeah, I think I'll just go for it to get that extra sharpness. And he looked at me and he slapped me on the arm a little bit and he went, grit your teeth. And I was like, okay. He goes, this is going to suck. And so he goes and redoes the line again with the sharp needle a second time. Imagine you've just got to cut. You've basically had your skin ripped to pieces. And the guy's like, here we fucking go. That was the easy bit. Yeah, he holds my balls and goes, cough please. I was like, oh god, here we go. Fuck, man. Yeah, that was an experience. So he does all that, and he goes, "You all right?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, that was good." He goes, "Right, now we'll get the shader out." And the shading needle's like a lot thicker. It's a lot thicker. I want to say he said like it's 14 or 12 or something. He said it's quite a lot of needles together. It's much thicker. In the grand scheme of things, it's still a needle, and they're still tiny. But you know what I mean. It's compared to 3 or whatever, it's thicker. And so he just went for that. But yeah, that was, whew. Well, so many guys did a high-speed shot of a needle working on ballistic gel. If you're on the fence about getting a tattoo, don't watch it. I think the slow-mo tattoo needles is a way to torture yourself. If you're gonna get a tattoo, I wouldn't watch those. It doesn't feel anywhere near as bad as it looks. Let's put it that way. They look horrendous. Getting your junk tattooed? No, thank you. Oh, good lord. That sounds terrifying. The penis. The penis. Yeah, but the Alice ones are about 90 minutes. The Bloodborne sigil was probably about the same. Probably about 90-ish minutes. Because she was really, really tight on the lines as well. I've been very lucky. I've had some extremely tight line work on all my tattoos. Like every single one that's been done. Ow! Okay, I shouldn't be stretching that to have a look, really. That was a bad idea. No, Fiki, we shouldn't do that. That sounds awful. Yeah, you shouldn't do that either, Kane. Fucking hell. Oh, I posted a picture of my new tattoo. Sort of. There's enough of you here. Do you want to see it in a minute? I'll check up on screen in a sec. Give me a sec. I got it on Twitter, so I can just link it over a sec. Hold on. I haven't got like a what's the right word? One with the cover off yet, because it's not off. But now leave. So this is with the second skin on, but you can see it. Oh god, it's tiny. Sorry, hold on. You should be able to. There you go. You should be able to see the light. It's a bad angle, but you should be able to see the tight line work on that. It's like the wood. It's like the sort of more woody sort of. It is very clean lines. Yeah. Yeah, she was really thorough. Not wrinkly old man. I've got the sarin wrap on. Yeah, the old school tattoos. Yeah, one of the guys at work's got one. He's done like that, actually. Funny enough, not him. Have I gone outside this year at all? I'm pale, okay? I'm just a fucking pasty asshole. It's probably why I bleed so much. I go out in the sun, I just incinerate. I'm like, ah, fire! Fire! Yeah, we don't have sun in the Ook. Yeah, that's true. We get it like twice a year. No one agrees to tattoo my eye. It's true. Yeah, that's fucking insane, right? Who needs the sun anyway? But yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
Lewd.
Obviously I can't see what it looks like at the moment, but because it's all like all the ink. Like the one thing that again, the guy I got the tattoo with, the guy who never had one before, he's been messaging us today, and he's sort of like, is this normal? Is it supposed to look like this? Is it like the ink's coming out? Should I take this off? Should I clean it? Like the day afterwards, and then like it goes gunky as fuck, and it just like squirts out all the ink like next to it, and like there's a mixture of blood and ink and plasma and stuff. And it goes, and it looks hideous. It looks awful. But once you get it off and you clean it a little bit, it'll be fine. Cause trust me, it doesn't look like that right this moment. Let's put it that way. I'm not taking a picture of the current one. If you're Canadian here, you and the sun don't agree. Agreed. Fuck the sun. Am I right? Ah, it's all part of it. It's all part of it. If you fancy getting tattooed, it's something to consider. I would always suggest, if you haven't had a tattoo, get a smaller one first. It sounds obvious, but don't think, you know what, I'm going to get a fucking cool back piece or whatever, or like this massive thing. Get a smaller one, see what you think. Again, it doesn't matter what you think your pain threshold is, or how tolerant you think your body might be, or you're pretty hard and you're not going to faint. You have no idea until you get one. That's why these things, you need to just get it done and see what it's like. And see how you feel with it. Doing a full sleeve first go, yeah. Don't get a 4-hour session on your first go. Don't get a 4-hour session. Like, if I had my mirror done as my first session, that would have been a bit of a shock, for sure. Like, that would have been definitely a bit of a shock. Because that would have been a lot. Anyway, speaking of, I am still fucking zonked. It's actually shocking how much it drains you. It really drains you. Like, I am properly like, zzz. Really am. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been a lovely stream. I hope you had a good time. And I will catch you tomorrow. And we will, I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. We'll play something. I might install Sekiro very, very soon. Maybe we'll start Sekiro. So I've been wanting to give that a go. Right. Anyway, good night all. Take care. Love a lot of you. And I'll see you all again soon.